Okay, we better push on, boys. We're pushing time already here. Race number 6, Steve, on the card. The McKee family Sunline Vase, and obviously this brings together a nice bunch of staying fillies with an eye on the Oaks.
Interesting race, headed by Glory Bound. Now, Glory Bound's original price there was $3.50. She's been a little bit soft in the market, and we're just struggling to write some early tickets on her, Glory Bound. So she's gone out to $4. There's been money for Ballon Rouge, $6.50 into $5.50. Miss Ella, $5, bounce between $5 and $5.50 in that third line. Outfit also well played out of the Jamie Richards barn, 7 into 6. Chieve and La Ville, $9 each of 2. Mustang Valley, 11 out to 13. Bellatrix Black, 18 high price, now trading 16. And Invincible, best of the rest, 16 out to 21. So the talking points, Glory Bound, just a little bit soft early doors. Money for the 1, the 7, and also a sprinkle for the 4 and the 6.
Okay, no surprise it's an excellent betting race, BP. How are you approaching the Sunline Vase this year?
Yeah, I think the self-obsession form is the best form to be leaning off in the race, and of course that is the David and Karen Alice Classic. When last to the races, a number of these horses ran in, including Glory Bound, who pushed self-obsession to finish into second position. It was a good finish between those two horses. Self-obsession's won the Lowland, which is one of our key guides towards the New Zealand Oaks, more so than this particular race, the Sunline Vase, with the exception, of course, of a Madalena who won this race last year, then go on and win the New Zealand Oaks. So that's got to be a great pointer for Glory Bound. I'm a little concerned that there hasn't been the money for her. I guess how the race shape is the interesting one too. I mean, what happens here and how this race is going to be run over 2,100 metres? What is the horses that naturally put themselves there? What sort of tempo will there be, if any, in the race? So that's the question mark if you are going to be getting back and running, if there is a lack of any sort of pressure in amongst the race, because it's a hard one to try and work out map-wise how it's going to eventuate and what sort of tempo they will run.
Is that money, the lack of money, BP, for Glory Bound to do with the fact we've got, the Tiakau pair there, we've got Stephen Marsh there with Miss Ella and the thing. Do you think, can you put it down to that, is what I'm asking you?
Yeah, well, I think Ballon Rouge is a horse that has taken money, and we've seen her win this preparation good races. The Eulogy, 8 Carat, those type of races. Things didn't go her way in the Alice Classic. And then you've got horses like Outfit, and Miss Ella, those type of horses they've been running honestly. Bellatrix Black then comes in from a maiden race. Achieve Le Villiers won its last 2. So you can understand maybe the option of maybe shopping around trying to find a price. Then maybe those horses might cool down in the market, and then we'll start seeing a surge at the top of the market towards horses like Glory Bound. So maybe that's my sort of early read on what's happening around the market.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Paulie, what are your early thoughts here around a Sunline Vase? Nice bunch of staying fillies.
Yeah, certainly are. I did like the look of Miss Ella as well. I thought that was, she looked all class in that Oaks Prelude. I'm trying to look slightly outside the square here, and I'm just a bit concerned that the one I have identified is on the drift. Out of the Jamie Richards stable again. Invincible, now out to $21 from 16, so a wee bit of a concern there, but I thought she hit the line really, really well in that Oaks Prelude, finishing 4th behind Miss Ella, and I think she'll be able to find the distance here, so I guess we're going to get a better price, because she just keeps she just keeps drifting, a wee bit like the favourite Glory Bound. I don't think we'll see Invincible come in, so maybe wait until tomorrow. We might get out to 26 or 31s, but I was encouraged by her running that Oaks Prelude.
Yeah, I suppose it helps in some way that potentially the third seed for the Jamie Richards stable, Paul, and that's why we do see perhaps a little bit of a drift there.
Yeah, I wonder, how did the third seed go? Was it the second or third seed go on Karaka night out of that stable?
Oh, yeah, pin me up. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. Look, Miss Ella, she'll be the leader, you would think.
I think she is,
and how's that speed map look? Pops is suggesting a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I think she goes forward. Possibly Ballon Rouge. She's looked to take a spot in a couple of her lead-up races here. I think with Ballon Rouge, they're saying $6 or $7 next to her name, but she has a strong SP profile in her last 3 starts. She's travelled between $2 and $3 for the majority of those 3 runs. So, but we're not totally dissing her. The 2000, maybe a bit of a query around Ballon Rouge. She found herself in a sticky situation at the business end of the Fillies Classic Te Rapa. They absolutely crawled in that race, 17.9 lengths for the first 1,400 metres. So it was a real dash home in the last 600, and she just got caught up in a little bit of traffic around about the 500 metre mark. I still wanted to see her just do a little bit more in the last 200 and through the line, Ballon Rouge, but I can see why punters have gravitated towards the 6.5 original price. She's now trading at 550.
I've got had more in my
I think that's a touch of an overreaction. I just wanted to see a little bit more when she got clear air in the last 300 metres and through the line, but look, the jockey was fairly kind on her in that last furlong or two. Just back to the Oaks Prelude, which we saw at Pukekohe over 1,600 metres. Miss Ella dictated that race. Look, the first 1,000 metres, they went 13.8 lengths below par, so it really did set up for Miss Ella. She had the best turn of foot in that race over a shorter trip, and she put them to bed. She ran a sub 34 for the last 600. The horse out of that race I'm intrigued on is Outfit. She got caught up in a little bit of traffic in a sprint affair. She got the gap at the last 400 metres. She recorded in that race clearly the fastest last 200. In fact, her last 200 was the quickest in that meeting at Pukekohe a week or so ago. So she's out of costume. We know costume was good enough to win a Herbie Dyke and a Livermore Classic at Group 1 company. So she's bred to get 2,000 metres. Outfit. There's a slight query out of the stable, right-handed, but she managed to tick that box at Pukekohe, you could say. So she's the one I'm keen on, Outfit, to turn the tables. I've just got a little bit of a set against Miss Ella over 2,000 metres, and that's why I want to see her in a live-in classic possibly. But, Love Valley. Interesting run at BP around Love Valley. She comes from a different angle, winning a Maiden as At race. If you're way up, because she ran on the same day as the Fillies Classic. If you weigh up those 2 races, it was 2 lengths inferior to the Fillies Classic, La Valley's victory in the last race at Te Rapa. She's not nominated for the Oaks, but look, they can late nom her if she was to do a job here. So where do you sit Love Valley? Because she's been well played. It ran about $9, BP.
Yeah, look, I was impressed with how she won down the line before coming up north for that Maiden as At race, because she was actually trying to chase that the Oaks Prelude race when it was twice, of course, down for New Plymouth, and both times couldn't quite happen. So she had to find a different path to continue on her preparation. So hence why they found that Maiden as At race at Te Rapa. Oh, look, you got to like how she's driven underneath horses. She was able to beat home a horse who's then gone on to run in the Lowland, and certainly was disappointing on Wednesday. So more distance. Daughter of Piccini, she's got a sort of a sticky gait. Looks like she'll be trying to come from back in the field. Outfit, you're right, Stephen. I mean, that was a very good run in the Oaks Prelude and behind Miss Ella. And a little pop quiz here. Costume, of course, trained by Team Rogerson. That was the last Group 1 winner for the team before Mascarpone won on the weekend just gone. Finished into second position, but had a lot more to offer, and probably a horse that's going to enjoy the distance as well of 2,100 metres. Miss Ella, she shouldn't do too much work to find that position up front, should she, Stephen? I mean, she's drawn out, but she should naturally just find herself there. She's a horse who can find that front position, no problem at all. So that's going to be a big asset for her, getting to that front position without having to squeeze too much juice out of the orange. Yeah,
and we've seen, look, this race could be run as a similar tempo to what we've seen in the Fillies Classic and the Royal Stakes on New Year's Day, where they've absolutely dawdled in front, because a lot of trainers, a lot of connections, they're progressing towards a 2-4. They don't want a hard race leading into that. And there is a few horses here questioning about their staying credentials. So a lot of these horses will just want to sit where they're found comfortably from their draws. We may see a similar profile in terms of the race shape to what we've seen in a lot of the Filly 2,000 metre races thus far. Okay,
so she might just get away in front and kick like she did in that Prelude.
Yeah, I still got a query over 2,000, even with the right race shape around Miss Ella, but Yeah, I got no knock on them trying with this horse by Afrage to go over a staying trip and possibly head towards the Oaks against her own sex, where you're up against quality boys in the Levin Classic. So I see that angle, but I just feel in time she's going to be a 16 via 2024 horse.
Okay. Pops, you sounded relatively keen on Glory Bound. How would you be attacking the Sunline Vase?
Yeah, I'm really looking for her to be in a more forward position so she can find herself, fifth or sixth in that type of spot, because that's going to be key to the race for her. And then she can start rolling at the right time. So when she's there to challenge, she's in that striking position on the point of the bend to be able to try and chase down the leaders. If she can do exactly that, she's got turn of foot, and she is a horse who has the ability to stay through her breeding. So with that in mind, I do like her. I've been with her pretty much all this preparation, to be honest with you, and hoping that she can get to an Oaks and be there in the right sort of form. We've seen this stable win this race a couple of years ago and propel them towards competing in the New Zealand Oaks, and that's what I'm sort of leaning on here with Glory Bound. So yeah, I'll mark her as my top pick in the race.
Former Maidener of the Week, Glory Bound?
It is.
Surely.
There's actually 3 in the race.
Bellatrix Black?
Bellatrix Black, yes. And the other one is, Cruisy Lass.
Okay, very good. Yeah, pays to follow. Maidener of the Week. Paul, where'd you settle in this year's Sunline Vase?
I'm just going to go for a top 4 bet on Invincible, currently 360. But if all the action continues at the top of the market tomorrow morning, I'm sure we'll get a few extra cents out of Steve and the boys. So Invincible for a top 4 finish at 360. Would surprise me to see that to 450.
Not known for his generosity, Steve. Paul, is he?
Fair dinkum.
It's good coming from him.
Very good, very good. Right,
Just on Bellatrix Black.
Yeah,
because
good maiden one.
different angle again. Last up maiden win. The maiden race rated fractionally below par, so probably has to improve 6 or 7 lengths for the likes of the top 2 or 3 in the market. She's a funny one because I want to take her a set against her over 2,000 metres, because I just don't think she quite has a turn of foot the way the race shape potentially could turn out. But then I think she's a go over 2-4 in the Oaks in a real staying event. So
Okay. Well, we might be able to have a look at an Oaks. The boys might have an Oaks there.
let's bring one up. I think she's around that $21 price, but obviously hitting the market is Self Obsession, who won the Lowland on Wednesday. Look, $2.40 Self Obsession. I don't think she's going to start any longer, and that's even including the possibilities of what's going to unfold on Saturday at Ellerslie. So she's $2.40. She's done everything right.
Yep.
3 Group 2s on the bounce. In front of the Perfect Pink at $5, who's almost a forgotten horse at this stage. Glory Bound, $6, can really make a stamp into that second line.
Yep.
Aspen, Colorado, $10, with doing all her best work through the line. Ballon Rouge, $14. La Creek just won't be there. Miss Ella at $14. Achieve, Outfit, $18. Might be a touch over. I'll just go back in the office and work that one out. And Rue Claire, $26. And I think if you go over the page, you'll see Bellatrix Black at around about that $26, $31 price. There you go.